Okay, hello. All right, this feels weird. I haven't made a video in 8 years, and I went on my YouTube page yesterday and noticed, golly, I mean, I didn't quite go viral, but there were a lot of comments on those videos, and and people wanting to know what happened to me, and it makes me feel really bad. I feel like I created a mini series and left it on a cliffhanger, and just didn't get back to, an update for almost a decade. So this is my update. It's like that movie one-off that you sometimes get, after the episodes are finished, to explain things when all of the characters, look about 20 years older, 8 years in my case. Yeah. So the spoiler is I'm well. Yeah. So I did get diagnosed with bipolar. I got put on lamotrigine, which was so much better than all those ruddy SSRIs. I didn't have any negative side effects to the lamotrigine as far as I'm aware of, other than some initial acne and headaches, but those passed within a couple of weeks. I do think that my bipolar symptoms have probably improved. I seem to get episodes less frequently, but it's difficult to say because pre-diagnosis, I wasn't aware of anything to document it really. But I don't get long depressions anymore. I know that. I do get mood episodes, but they seem to be really quite condensed. Interestingly, I do get movement issues still with mood episodes. What will generally happen is I'll have a sort of short depressed period, and then movement issue kicks in and I'm at my absolute worst, and it just feels like you've got a monster inside of you physically, trying to get out. It's awful. But it's also good because it generally indicates that, hey, just around the corner, probably within 24 to 48 hours, you're going to go woo. And after that, I recover. Small mercies, right? Large mercies, actually, when in the grand scheme of things, when you look at, what an awful lot of people suffer with. So, yeah, but so that's basically my update. I'm well, and you don't have to worry about me. And I obviously can't speak for everybody's experience. I saw in the comments that there's different people who are going through some really hard things, or were when they posted, which also lots of those are from years back now. So hopefully you're doing well too. But yeah, but speaking for myself, I mean, I got lucky. And not everybody does, but I'm hopeful that there might be some consolation in the fact that some people do get lucky, and you never know what you have in store of you, and in store for you, and you might be one of the lucky ones. And you don't know on what time scale, that luck train could just roll into the station any day now. And of course, you do have agency too. It's not just waiting around on the fates, with the dice playing up there. You can be the casino. I am rambling. Okay. But yeah, that was basically it. I just wanted you all to know I'm doing all right, and finding this utterly peculiar. Again, I never meant to be a YouTuber. You see, it wasn't those videos that I made. They were really just for documentary evidence. My father said that I should record what was happening to me so that I could take it to the doctor, and I did, and the doctor just said, oh, it's anxiety. It's not anxiety. I wasn't feeling the least anxious. I was feeling really quite chirpy. And when the movement issues first kicked in, I was flailing all over the place. I completely lost control of my limbs. But golly, was I in a good mood. It was just, I found it so funny. Yeah. got worse, as you saw. I wasn't, the happiest bunny in all of those videos. But the initial, yeah, I found it hilarious. So I'd say it was drug-induced akathisia. If I was a betting woman, that's where I'd have put my money. But yeah, so admittedly, with me, the akathisia that I had, I discontinued the medicines. I'd get bad side effects to these SSRIs within within hours, oftentimes, of taking them, and I discontinued all of them within, I think the longest I was on one was for about 10 days, and I ended up in hospital with that one. That was the first one they put me on, sertraline. So I, again, that might have been lucky that, I didn't, there wasn't time for any of these things to really accumulate in my system, because I reacted so violently badly to them so rapidly. It potentially meant that, there were better outcomes for me. But I don't believe that means that, that you can't have good outcomes if it has been in your system for a while, because I'm not a doctor and I have no idea about any of this stuff. I only have my personal experience. I can speak to you. If you have exactly the same experience as me, then hey, this is how you're going to be. But none of you are exactly me. So yeah, I really feel like I'm rambling. Anyway, it was really sweet of you all you said such nice things. It was so heartwarming. Yeah, it gives me great faith in humanity. I mean, yeah, just, gosh, there's so many lovely people out there. So thank you. And I wish you all the most, how to put it? I don't want to say wonderful lives, because that seems to diminish ones that, as if a life that wasn't, full of happiness and joy and whatnot wasn't a wonderful life. I wish you sublime and meaningful lives, and I don't think it's possible to be alive without life being sublime and meaningful. So yeah. So I wish you life. And I love you. And okay, I might not ever make a video again. Again, no reason to be concerned. That's got nothing to do with, me being one way or another. That's got to do with me not being a YouTuber, I guess. So, all right. Take care. Bye.